Hi everyone. So today I thought I would focus on using our gifts and looking at our limitations. One of the things that we are told when we are managing people or when we are running offices is you can't change the person, you have to change the environment. So if somebody doesn't do well in a certain environment, or you're not getting the results that you want in a certain environment, it could be that the values that are being installed in that area are not good. It could be that the person has limitations. For example, if you take somebody if you look at the tennis players, right? You look at Daniil Medvedev, he's short. He's short and he's thin. So people didn't expect him to be able to win tournaments, because most of the tennis players, they are tall and they are lanky, they're thin. And so when somebody does something like that, it's unexpected. But in general, people look for strengths and they look for what is going to work in that area for a person to succeed. You do get some managers who they like to take you and put you in your area where you're weakest, knowing that you're not going to succeed. But most managers won't do that. They'll want to take you and have you work in your areas of strength because it benefits the company. It's not about you, it's about how your talents and your skills can benefit that company or benefit that organization when you're working for a company. If you're an athlete, they're going to want you to perform in the area where you are going to perform best and you're going to win the trophies and get to first place. Because in life and in general, there's only one person that gets the first prize. It doesn't matter how good everybody is. It doesn't matter whether you went to university or you didn't go to university. How those talents are developed and the people around you, and also your own strengths, your own skills and limitations will determine whether you get to win that prize and whether you get to finish first. For many of us, I like it when the white Canadians tell me, oh, life is not fair, is it? And I want to say, you know what? You did not grow up in Zimbabwe, so please do not give me lip. But I don't say that to them. I say, oh yeah, it's not fair. What else am I going to say? What do they know? They grew up here in the global north. So I just say, yeah, it's not fair. But I mean, that's any organization is going to look at that, and they're going to want you to perform from your strengths. I always laugh when I was working at BMO, one of the managers I worked for at TD or worked with, Jason Peel. I had taken a box of chocolates to Credit Suisse and I left it there. And of course, a whole drama broke out. There are people who take diamond earrings and they go and give them to people and nothing happens. So again, it's because here, nobody knows me. I mean, I might be in the country for 20 years, but to them, I'm still a nobody. So anyway, and that's not just with things like that. It's even, I took brownies for the secretaries and I got an email from Jason Peel saying, you can't just go. I said, I didn't just go. I was told that I could do this and I was told to go and give these things out. So it's like, oh, okay. So I just don't bother anymore. Because if you read about some of the athletes, if you read about some of the people who got to where they are today, their parents did things that, I mean, I've done things like this where I've gone and introduced, I've asked for time, I've asked to speak to managers, because I know nobody's going to do it for me. But you look at the athletes, you look at people like Roger Federer's wife, present wife, Mirka, and how the parents went and they spoke to security guards, they got in, they got to speak to Martina, they took gifts. So that's the way it's done. I mean, it's not like I was doing anything unusual or out of the ordinary. that's the way it's done. You go, you ask for somebody's time, you ask, can I meet with you? And then from there, hopefully the doors open. Hopefully they have a favorable impression of you and they'll meet with you, they see your gifts, your talents, what you could bring to the organization or what you can do, and the doors open. Unfortunately for me, the opposite happened. So it's all very interesting how life, maybe life has changed. Maybe that's not the way people do things anymore. But I was going on what I know has worked for me in the past and what has worked for other people who have gone to the top of their careers. And that's etiquette, that's decorum, that's how you make the impression and you get that meeting. So anyway, I guess that's how it goes. You have to live and learn. So I look forward to hearing what the new ways are, what are the new things I have to do that I haven't tried that maybe will help me to get that foot in the door. Because sending out your applications online is not enough. And I mean, you send out applications, you have to make the call, you have to follow up, you have to try to connect with somebody in the organization. So it's a lot of work. Unless, and even when you go to the job phase, you go to the job phase and there are long lines of people waiting. It's not just you. So if they happen to pick your resume out from that pile of thousands of people, you are very fortunate. But that's how it goes. And I know CEOs of companies, recruitment companies here in Canada. So I reach out to them. Mark Belash is one of them. I reach out to the executives I worked for in the past. I reach out to a lot of different people. I reach out to people that I've mentored. All of this to get one job. So now it's 4 months that I haven't had a job. So it's very frustrating, to say the least. But I continue to read, I continue to exercise, I continue to do whatever I can for my own mental health and to keep going and to keep fit. And that's all I can do. But yeah, it's interesting how life has changed. Maybe I should have taken a pair of diamond cufflinks to Credit Suisse and left it there instead of a box of chocolates. Maybe that would have changed things. But anyway, I guess that's how it goes. And also for the African leaders, if they are watching my videos, I have offered in the past to help with this John Maxwell. I'm still open to doing it. I have one African leader that has connected with me on LinkedIn. I'm open to the others connecting. If anybody knows anyone that would like to connect with me on LinkedIn or anyone interested in my John Maxwell, let me know and connect with me on LinkedIn, because I'm obviously doing everything I can to get a job and to think about how life has changed. Because, I mean, obviously the old ways are not working anymore. And sending a gift to someone or taking a gift to somebody results in legal action. So I guess I have to find out what the new ways are. And that's also why I interact with young people, whether it's at the church or whether it's from friends who have grandchildren. I like to find out what they're doing, because obviously the world has changed and obviously I'm not doing something right to get a job. So I'll keep trying different things and we'll see where things land.